Twitch like such like a mainstream thing. Like I would never
Huh?
see um
Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up?
It's Majay back here, another video. Today we're about to be getting into a video by Novely, and it's going to be called the Wendy Ortiz situation is bad. So I guess this whole situation is stemming from Wendy Ortiz having such a bad take. Oh my god, I wonder what would be going through her head when she just be blurting out shit and knowing shit's gonna be clipped out of context. You gotta make sure you get the words out first.
us streaming like made Twitch like such like a mainstream thing. Like I would never see streamers on TikTok like any clips or nothing until after us.
Saying they made Twitch
Huh?
mainstream? I gotta give that to Ninja and Aiden.
Kyler took that mother and ran with it. Everybody on the planet know what a Twitch is now.
Recently, DDG and Wendy Ortiz have met up and have been getting aired on the internet by the entire, not only streaming community, but it seems like content creator space, for apparently taking credit in being the reason that Twitch streaming is mainstream. But not only mainstream, but just recognized by a lot of people. And it got not only me, but a lot of other streamers and content creators are like very off guard that they would go out of their way to say this. But I don't want to yap too much. I really want to dive into this topic. So why don't we start with the clip that set all of this off in the first place?
What?
If I take credit for us,
What? No, go say it.
like start like streaming. I feel like it was not a well, you started before, but like I feel like us streaming like made Twitch like such like a mainstream thing. Like I would never
Huh?
see Twitchers streamers on TikTok like any clips or nothing until after us. Oh my god, am I gonna get canceled? Oh my god.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna get
Bro.
No,
canceled.
you're not. You gotta stand up. You gotta stand on it.
No, but I
Oh, it's crazy because DDG know what the fuck he doing too. This nigga's a mad troll, bro. He knows what the fuck this might get her in flame. And you know it might start like a whole combustion around the damn Twitch sphere, and the clips are gonna be sent out on TikTok. This nigga lives and loves that shit. Like, bro, he he should have just said something and been like, yo, yo, you gotta rephrase that. But no, this nigga said you gonna have to stand on that.
genuinely believe that. I genuinely believe like I feel like Twitch wasn't a big thing before.
I definitely.
And then also Streamer University happened like a bit after we started streaming.
What?
Mhm.
So like that plus us streaming like made this.
For the unlucky few that have no idea who those two people are and why they're important anyway, that is DDG and Wendy Ortiz. DDG being a very prominent YouTuber who recently transitioned into streaming, and Wendy Ortiz being someone that he has collabed with from time to time, who was originally a very popular TikToker and has now become basically a full-time streamer. And both of them came together in a collab stream after having a fallout and made this clip, which set a lot of people ablaze, because taking credit for making streaming mainstream is not only a crazy thing, but would definitely be a big feat, because back in the past when you thought of a streamer, all you thought of was somebody in the room, kind of like I am right now, just yapping towards a camera and not really doing anything that crazy or collabing with anybody that crazy. But nowadays you see people like Kai.
If I'm gonna add my opinion to this, bro, who I think like kind of put Twitch on the map. I don't know why I said that twice, but like if I whoever I think is, I mean, I feel like it's Ninja. Honestly, I feel like Ninja kind of like got that shit popping and got that shit more popular with the help of Fortnite. Actually, I hate Fortnite, but like Fortnite kind of got Twitch in a bigger sphere in the gaming sphere and kind of bought like people wanting to do Twitch a little bit more. I feel like Tyler Belvins, my nigga Ninja, kind of did that, bro. I feel like he kind of like got this shit kind of started because like some of those streamers were watching like that nigga when they were like probably at the age of like 15 or 16 all those years ago. And like whoever kind of got this shit, popping a little bit more into the spear, and I feel like Kai Cenat kind of got it and got everybody wanting to be like streamers. Aiden did his shit, but he kind of did a lot of stuff that kind of like, you know, got people not wanting to like watch him that much anymore because like he did a lot of gay shit. It made people uncomfortable. But like the first person that was like kind of seen as like the normal person on Twitch, and I guess people could just say that he's a bot or he's a whatever he is Cassinet.
Aiden Ross putting on giant events like Streaming University that was mentioned, Aiden's boxing event, collabing with huge name celebrities, and for them to be the ones to say that they have really made it mainstream to make that happen, it definitely set a lot of people over the edge.
That's what really, like, if we're talking mainstream or regular around the, you feel me? It was Ninja. Then there's players in that kept it afloat, that kept it, you feel me? And another surge, fucking Aiden. There was a big surge with celebrities coming on stream, with the point where you hear talked about it on radio, on like the Breakfast Club, talked about Kyler took that mug and ran with it. Everybody on the planet know what a Twitch is now. I ain't gonna lie. Even though Speed not even on Twitch, the fact his magnitude of how big he is on YouTube, and it inherently put like live streaming in general, like Mo, you feel me? So he don't even gotta be on Twitch, and he even put Twitch. You dig what I'm saying? It was just that bubble from TikTok. And like, that's it. So since that was in your algorithm, then you started seeing Twitch streamers, gang. I promise you, I'm not even trying to talk. I don't think it did really anything to, like, I'm not even trying to talk. Yes, you bought like some TikTok heads.
I'll give Wendy her little credit. She did bring a little bit of she brought her fan base there. That was like people that like kind of like into makeup, into like, all the general stuff into Twitch because they didn't even know what Twitch was, I'm pretty sure. And they just came up over it. I feel like a lot of streamers bring a community to Twitch.
But for like the longevity of Twitch, no. Outside of them people on TikTok, they not talking about the Wendy Ortiz DDG collab as like a pinnacle point of like Twitch. And I'm not trying to talk, I'm just being facts. I have no problem with, I ain't never had a beef with Wendy in my life, but that's just a fact, gang. Like,
now this is about to sound like a lot of glazing to a bunch of people, but it's definitely the truth. Wendy Ortiz and DDG are not the reason Twitch is mainstream. I don't think I needed to tell y'all that. But when you consider something being mainstream, you consider a lot of people, and even people outside of it who don't participate in the thing, that being watching Twitch or watching live streamings in general, knowing about it or even knowing about the creators. Not only at any point in time with me covering live streaming or me talking about this stuff, have I had a mass following of people tell me that they heard about live stream or they only know about this Twitch stuff because of Wendy Ortiz. Don't get me wrong, her audience probably does, but not a large majority of people. Not enough to say that you made it mainstream, along with DDG, because I feel like he joined around a time when live streaming was already getting to its peak or its upper echelon, at least.
Yeah, I'll give DDG his credit on like YouTube area. He really he took over that like vlogger to max. I seen like clips of like what he was doing back then because I wasn't really like a huge fan of the vlog era. I didn't watch all that shit. I was still into gaming videos, but I seen what he did and he was still like exploding. He was just like making videos day by day a lot. And shit, it ended up with him like kind of taking over that era. But like Twitch, he got into Twitch late.
When it came to the WRL space, which is the space that he's a part of, with Kai, Aiden Ross, and people just like them. Because at the time, we already had Kai collabing with celebrities when he started joining live streaming in a major way like he is right now, even putting on his own events. We already had people like Aiden Ross having his own boxing matches that DDG even happened to commentate with. It's not like these things weren't going on until he happened to get on the platform. That just isn't the case at all. And a lot of people are going to sit here and point at, again, the Kais, the Aiden Ross, even Ninjas back in prime Fortnite, putting on live streaming way more than Wendy Ortiz and DDG ever did.
All you guys are wrong. Y'all saying Aiden, a bunch of bull. The person who put Twitch on was Ninja. You have to understand, what Ninja and I did at prime Fortnite, it fully changed the game forever.
I like how this nigga try to add himself to that. I honestly didn't really watch like Fortnite content heavy when back in like 2017 and 2018. I watched a lot of Daquan, which is this nigga guy's my name. I watched a lot of Daquan. I watched a lot of Hamlin's. I watched a lot of some of Ninja's videos. But like I do not remember clicks. I think I probably got out of like that spear when he probably popped up.
No, I'm not trying to be that guy, but like I low-key put Twitch on too.
Everybody in their own way brings a new fan base to Twitch. 100% Wendy and DDG brought a new fan base to Twitch. For sure.
Okay.
The same way A lot of streamers. Queso brought a new fan base to Twitch. The new FaZe brought a new fan base to Twitch. Jinxie brought a new fan base to Twitch. Like, all these people brought a new fan base to Twitch. But saying they made Twitch mainstream, I gotta give that to Ninja and Aiden.
No,
I agree with that take, except for the Aiden part.
I think she definitely brought people to Twitch. I think if you pop off, like she's big on TikTok too. I think she definitely brought people to Twitch. I think mainstream wise, if you're speaking about mainstream, I believe Kai, Aiden. Who would y'all say like real mainstream? Somebody even say Ninja. You feel me? Respectfully. Are they saying Twitch streaming or just streaming in general? I would go as far as to say AMP. I'm not even gonna lie. To an extent.
Majority of people are definitely giving Twitch being mainstream to other creators outside of DDG and Wendy Ortiz. I don't even think they're in the top 10, top 30, top 50 list of people who push Twitch in a push, and Wendy Ortiz was actually trying to get at. Not that she made Twitch mainstream or her and DDG collabing is the reason why a bunch of people have eyes on Twitch, but the fact that they had brought a new audience to Twitch and they brought more people who probably wouldn't have tapped into the platform unless it was because of them, which definitely is the case because Wendy Ortiz, before she started streaming on Twitch, was on TikTok getting some of the craziest live viewer numbers I have ever seen in my life. The point where even DDG had pointed it out when they first started streaming together, saying that she better hop on Twitch. Not only is she going to make more money, but she's going to reach a crazier audience and have a lot more people on the platform, which only helps everybody around.
Honestly, bro, I don't disagree that much. I feel like this goes for anyone though, in a way. Anyone who comes to the platform and streams, they bring audiences over. So honestly, I could see she made a point. I think that's what she was trying to say, is that when you go on a platform and you stream, you bring more people on. It's like anyone. So I think she was going, I didn't think she mean it in a hurtful.
Right, at least I started like Ron's takes, like the past videos I've been reacting to. He's like actually understanding what people say instead of just, going off the handle saying like, oh, you're wrong, or oh, this and that. But he actually understands and actually listens to the take that she had. I mean, like I said, Wendy Ortiz, you weren't, well, if that's what she was trying to say, I'm pretty sure that's what she wasn't trying to say. Like I said, a lot of shit gets clipped out of context, but like she brought a new audience to there.
Way.
We definitely brought like a completely different fan base, over to Twitch for sure.
Now you correct
her for sure with TikTok users.
Yeah.
Because it was people that never touched Twitch before coming on this.
Yeah.
So,
Obviously, with the extra clip, you can see she did clarify herself towards the end, literally saying verbatim that she did mean bringing a new audience to Twitch. And the clip that she is getting bashed for is just an incomplete clip that doesn't show the entire conversation and how it ended. But a lot of people were actually coming to her defense again, like Ron, which I showed you in the beginning there. Even people like Phantom and Lacey, who were trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, understanding that she most likely just meant bringing a new fan.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it's crazy how one clip could just bring up like a big ass discussion about it. That shit even had me at the beginning like saying like, oh yeah, Ninja, but like yeah, when you get into the depth of things, like it has to be Ninja, and then like kind of later on classing that. That's my opinion, but like say your opinion in the comment section if you want to, and tell me who do you think personally did that. But like yeah, like a lot of shit gets clipped out of context and people will never understand, and then like to part 2 is shown to a wider audience, everybody is just gonna be bashing her. But like I said, like if she says she brought a bigger audience to Twitch, some of the bigger audiences to Twitch, then I could agree with her, because like I've seen in the past videos like how hard her weird community goes and rides for her. But you know what, and that's what caused a split between her and DDG. But hey, if you guys enjoyed that video, go check out Novely and like and subscribe if you enjoyed my reactions, or if you enjoyed this reaction. And we on the road to 400. I'll catch you guys in the next video.
He was the best guy around. What about the people he murdered? What murder?